Hi there guys, it's Martyn here, and a bit of a different video today, although some of you might recognise the sort of style we're going to go for today. For I'm going to unbox this. I got this for Christmas. This is Marvel Studios Cinematic Universe Phase 3 Part 1 box set. Now, I did a video last year around this time looking at Phase 1 and 2 on this channel, and that's a very popular video. A lot of you seem to like it. I hope a lot of you like this one as well. This is brand new. This came out in November, and it encompasses, as you can see, the first 5 movies of the MCU Phase 3. So that's Captain America Civil War, Doctor Strange, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, Spider-Man Homecoming, and Thor Ragnarok. And let's just have a look at this packaging for a sec. You've still got the same sort of embossed titling. I quite like that. You've got one of the Infinity Stones, this time it's the Time Stone, which is quite fitting because it's the main focus of Doctor Strange, but if you've seen Infinity War, you'll know this plays a big part as well. So it's a collector's edition, the movies as I said, so you've got Doctor Strange there in his own movie, Iron Man and Cap based on Civil War, Spider-Man of course, Gamora from Guardians 2, and Thor from Thor Ragnarok. And here's the spine, again the side is embossed and it's in its own little slip thing here. Here's the back. It just sort of details what's in Phase 3, and this is basically showing what is inside this one box, which is quite impressive really. It's rated 12 for what reasons? There's moderate fantasy, violence, threats, sex references, and language. Certainly not a favourite of Captain America, but yeah, but that's what's inside, and because I have a tripod now, I'm going to endeavour to show you guys what is inside this box. So, let's have a look. Let's take it out, its packaging there, put that to one side. So as you can see, that's the full box on its own, so to speak. There you go, it's got the movies on the back, all nice and shiny, those 5 movies. So if you slide it out there, put the box aside. So look at that, that's a nice front. So there's some characters from Guardians 2, and on the back you've got Thor characters as well from Ragnarok. There's the spine there. Okay, let's open up. So here are the discs. So Civil War from 2016, springtime. Doctor Strange from around autumn of 2016, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 from spring 2017, Spider-Man Homecoming from the summer of 2017, and Thor Ragnarok from the autumn of 2017. 5 brilliant movies. I'll talk about the movies individually in a bit. Here's the side, there's Doctor Strange there, and you've got the movies once again. Now, oh, wobbling the tripod there. Now, like the first 2 phases, it does come with the following, which is this. This is a little booklet treated as like a classified file. Just going to move some things out of the way over here. So yeah, the others were blue and purple to match the Infinity Stones. This one's coloured like the Time Stone, as you can see. It says open immediately, so I think we better do that, otherwise Nick Fury might come and get us. So let's put those aside over there. So this is similar to the first few phases, guys, if you're familiar with it. Let me just try and figure out. So each comes with an art card and also a poster. So I think I've got the art cards first. I do, let's have a look. So there's Captain America Civil War. Really cool picture here. This is the sort of climactic moment, as I'm sure you all know, between Iron Man and Captain America. One of my favourite movies of the MCU, one of the best, and maybe one of my favourite Phase 3 MCU films, though Infinity War might take that, but I'll put that over there. And then Doctor Strange, which again was a bit of a surprise for me. I knew a bit about the character before seeing the movie, not a great deal though, so this was a nice sort of surprise film to see. I think the CGI and the special effects in this are incredible. I mean, if you haven't seen it, you need to. Why this didn't win more awards is beyond me, but there's number 2. Next is Guardians Volume 2. You've got the main bunch there, you know, you've got Star-Lord, Gamora, Groot, Drax, and oh no, there's Yondu's on there as well. Rocket's on there, all the main cast of Guardians 2. Again, a lot of people don't like this movie. I think it's on par with the first one. I do really kind of like it though. And then next you have Spider-Man Homecoming. This was such a lovely film to watch. At the time of seeing it, it was probably the best Spider-Man film in my opinion. Though I've now seen Into the Spider-Verse, and if you haven't seen that, I highly recommend you do. Into the Spider-Verse is fantastic. But Homecoming again, brilliant movie. And finally, Thor Ragnarok, which looks like it's referencing the climactic bridge scene in Asgard, which again, really cool. Really cool movie. The first 2 Thor movies, I must say, were a bit sort of lackluster, a bit disappointing, but I was really happy to watch the third one. Great humour, great comedy, really wacky, but they gave it enough seriousness to make it stand out. So yeah, 5 brilliant films. Shame they're not a bit more colourful. It's all sort of blues and blacks and reds. Oh well. And there's nothing on the back. If you remember from Phase 1 and 2, those art cards all had made Thanos on the back, which was pretty cool. These do no such thing, unfortunately. I mean, we're going to have to wait at least a year, I think, until part 2 of this set. So, no, but these art cards are nice. Okay, now what we're going to do is take a look at the posters. These are mini posters, so I'm assuming that's Civil War, because it was at the front. Let's see if it is. Might be Ragnarok, though. No, there you go. So there is the Civil War movie poster. Looking at all the stars at the top there. And then, of course, this was the team structure. Whose side are you on? Are you on Cap's side, or are you on Tony's side? And it says, United we stand, divided we fall. Honestly, guys, one of the most powerful movies in the MCU, if you haven't seen it. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant movie. One of the best of the whole MCU, in my opinion. Right, next up, we all know what this should be, if Adam's got his order right. Yes, there you go, it's Doctor Strange. And there's Benedict Cumberbatch, who really was a perfect choice for Doctor Strange, let's be honest. He suits the role quite a lot. And as I've already talked about, the CGI in this was crazy. You've got your cast list there, a lot of great actors and actresses. And the impossibilities are endless. Well, with this film, that's just about correct with the craziness that goes on. Right, moving onwards, let's take a look at the next poster, which we should all know is apparently Thor Ragnarok, so we'll put that to one side. Oh, I've done this wrong, I think. Okay. I think this is Guardians 2, what you should see on the screen. It is! There is Guardians 2, which I think is an amazing poster. Just look at that design, that's really cool. Gives me sort of an 80s spacey action film vibe. Again, I don't get many people's problems with this movie. I really enjoyed it. It's not one of the best of all time in the MCU, but it's definitely a strong candidate for it. Next up. Oh no, they did. Oh dear. Guys, we've got an error. We've got another Guardians 2 poster. That's meant to be a Spider-Man poster. Oh dear, I might have to write about that one. That's not very good. Here's Thor Ragnarok. Again, brilliant poster, nice and colourful, lots of things going on there. I just can't get over that. They gave me 2 Guardians 2 posters. What's that about? Hey? Where's my Spider-Man poster? Oh, never mind. Well, you know, beggars can't be choosers. I really can't believe that. It does make you wonder whether... Because this was a Christmas present, you know, so I don't know if it was bought via Amazon or if it was bought in store. But that, I'd like to think that's a 1 in a million chance that had happened. But I'm not, you know, I'm not that fussed about the posters, really. But I guarantee you, if that was... There's going to be some proper collectors. If they've had this, they're going to be annoyed. So that is really what you get in Phase 3, Part 1. I'll just lay out the parts here. So you obviously get the box, you get the posters there. You get all the art cards here, and of course you get the 5 movies. Now where can you get this? I believe at HMV on DVD it's currently £25. I think if you want it on Blu-ray you're looking at £35. It might get a few pounds shaved off it in time, but I still see Phase 1 and 2 and they're roughly the same prices they always were, kind of, so you might not be so lucky. But in any case, guys, that is pretty much all we are going to do in the video. If you haven't seen Phase 3 Part 1, highly recommend it. All 5 films, I think, are brilliant. There's not really a dud in here. Marvel's really starting to hit their stride in Phase 3. And here's hoping, probably sometime in late 2019, by the time then Phase 3 would have concluded, finally, and they'll do a Part 2 box set, and we'll take a look at that as well. But thank you very much for watching this video. It's been a pleasure. I hope you enjoyed watching it. Please leave a like down below, leave some comments, share this video around, subscribe to the channel, check out all the videos and playlists that we do here. And until the next one, I will see you guys next time. Just a quick disclaimer to end this. If you guys do have a similar problem to me where you have a reprint of a poster twice or an art card twice, for example, then your best port of call, if you bought it yourself, go back to where you bought it from, report the issue, prove that the issue is there, and make sure you take your receipt and you can try and get it refunded, exchange for another one, etc. If that doesn't work, or if it was bought for you, maybe best to get in touch with either some Marvel Studios affiliate or their marketing branch. Just try and make sure, if you're bothered about it. I'm not too bothered about the posters, but as I said, there will be some customers out there who really will be bothered by this. I'm more glad the art cards are intact, but if you have any duplicate posters, like I didn't get my Spider-Man one, and you're bothered about it, then make sure you do something about it. Don't let that sort of ruin your purchase or anything like that. But yeah, that's a little disclaimer. Bye now.